Hi, I'm Jim Pence with Homeschool Art Class, and this is just a little walkthrough of a painting I did last night. This is just a study of a toucan. I'm planning on a project that's going to feature some cartoon versions, and I want to just get a feel for the anatomy and coloring of toucans in the process. So I'm just going to walk you through step by step. I'm working with Adobe Fresco, which is a great free program that you might want to check out if you're interested in digital art. So I'm going to start with my reference picture. I've just got it down there. Again, I'm not trying to copy this work of art to make my own work of art just like it, but I am using it as a reference. So I start out with the basic shapes. As you can see, I'm just looking back and forth at the photo and just picking up the essential shapes that I see in the toucan. And I'm not really trying to be super accurate. This is one area where contour drawing really helps a lot. If you haven't tried that, I do have some tutorials on it. You might want to learn how to do contour, which basically means you're just looking at the outline of whatever it is you're trying to draw, and again, just getting the general shape. I also, again, focus on shapes. I look at the individual shapes in the object, whatever it is that I'm trying to draw, and just come up with a very, very rough sketch. Now I'm going to come in a little heavier with the black, although as you'll see, I'm going to actually paint over most of that. But I'm just trying to refine a little bit here, and then I'm going to start filling in the basic colors. Not going to try to shade at this point, although I will in like when I do the beak, which has just gorgeous colors. I'm going to blend that a little bit, and so it reflects better what what I'm seeing in the photo. So the key in doing a study like this, and they're called studies for a reason, because you're really studying the object that you want to paint, whether it's a bird or a person or a scene or whatever. You really are taking time to observe, and that's why I like approaching a painting this way. Is just by doing a quick painting from a photograph. It's more than just looking at the photograph. I have to observe the details. I have to observe the colors, the shapes. Again, the proportions, and I don't always get that right. I think again, so often when we're trying to draw or paint, we kind of get obsessed with trying to get it, quote unquote, just right, and that can really shut you down as an artist. You want to develop a little freedom to explore the object, and don't just obsess over getting every detail perfect. Part of painting and art is creating your representation of what you're seeing, and some artists will take something like this and make it somewhat different from what you're actually seeing in reality. Again, I'm trying to observe the details here, so I'm somewhat trying to stay close to what I'm seeing. But as you'll see, if I show you further development of this particular project, you'll see that I will begin to change what I'm seeing pretty significantly. But I'll tell you more about that later when I show another one of my little quick run-throughs. Well, I'm almost out of time, and again, I will come back in here, as you'll see in just a minute. I'm going to do a little bit of shading and a little bit of blending, particularly in those white areas, just to give a more of a natural feel. But this is pretty close to what I'm calling a finished project at this point. because it is just a study. It's just a chance to observe the detail, the colors, how everything works together. Why don't you try something like this? Just find a photo of an animal or something, and just do a quick sketch like that. You'll find that it'll help you see a lot of the details that you might not have otherwise observed. Well, my time's about gone. I'm Jim Pence with Homeschool Art Class. Be sure and check out our art class series if you want to learn how to draw. I'll see you next time.